Alrighty, boys and girls, we are going to read this little story called Am I a Good Friend? Can you keep a secret? Do you tell the truth? Do you keep your promises? Being trustworthy shows people that you are a good friend. Being trustworthy means that you're honest and you do what you say you're going to do. And it means you won't forget and decide to do something else. A good friend does what is right and what is honest, even when it seems hard. How can you be a good friend? Well, let's take a look at some of these questions and answers about trustworthiness and find out how you could be a good friend. So here's a scenario. Molly told me what she got Allie for her birthday. Molly made me promise to keep it a secret, but Allie wants me to tell her what it is. Is it okay to break the promise? What do you think? No. No, being a good friend means that you keep your promises. So you promised Molly you wouldn't tell Allie what she got her for her birthday. So you keep the present a secret, but you can tell Allie that you promised you wouldn't tell and that she will enjoy her gift. It'll be more fun for Allie if she's surprised. Alrighty, here's another scenario. I asked Ben to play baseball after school, and he said he can't. He said he got in trouble at home for lying to his mom, and he asked me not to tell anyone, but our friends want to know why Ben can't play. Should I tell my friend's secret? What do you think? No. Ben asked you not to tell anyone, and telling would be breaking a promise to Ben. It's not really anybody's business why he can't play. You just simply say he's just not able to play today. When you break a friend's promise, the friend will feel bad and your friend might not trust you anymore. And that would make you feel bad. So just tell your friends that Ben can't come today. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, I know I shouldn't tell Ben's secret since Ben asked me not to, but what if Ben hadn't asked me to keep his punishment a secret? Could I tell my friends then? No, it would still be a bad idea to tell your friends. It's never okay to tell your friends bad things about anyone. Spreading information about another person is called gossiping, and gossiping is often mean spirited. It can hurt people's feelings. So don't spread gossip. If you hear your friends saying mean things about someone else, you just walk away. Trustworthy friends don't talk about one another behind their backs. And then this over here in the yellow star thing says, did you know a lot of gossiping isn't even true? Gossip can just be rumors, and spreading rumors is a form of bullying. So you really shouldn't do that. So if you're in a group of people and they start talking about other people, like talking behind someone's back or like spreading rumors, making like gossiping, you just walk away and don't want to get involved in that because it's not very nice and it doesn't feel good for the other person. It can hurt people's feelings. Alrighty, here's another scenario. I made plans to play with my friend Ashley today, but my grandma asked if I wanted to go to the zoo with her. I really want to go to the zoo. Can I cancel my plans with my friend? Well, they're saying here no, that a good friend doesn't cancel when something better comes along. And that is true. So maybe you could tell your grandma that you already made plans with Ashley and your grandma will understand. Or maybe you can make plans for another day to go to the zoo with your grandma. So hello? Yeah. Go, go, go. Alrighty, so move on to the next one. So this is another scenario. I borrowed Jake's remote control car. I broke it by accident when I was playing with it. I didn't want Jake to be mad at me, so I told him that I didn't do it. He still won't let me play with his new toy spaceship. Why won't my friend trust me with his toy? Well, what do we think? Yeah, it's hard to admit when you did something wrong, but you should have told Jake the truth instead of lying. This is where being honest is always the best policy. So Jake might have been mad about the car if you explained what really happened, but he would also know that he could trust you to tell the truth. So that's one of those situations where it's really hard because you feel bad about maybe something you did or you accidentally broke, or you lost it. But it's better to be honest and just tell them up front, yes, look, I'm very sorry. I was playing with it. It was an accident. I didn't mean for it to break. And just apologize and be honest instead of trying to act like you didn't do it or you don't know what happened to it. It's just one of those things. So how can I get Jake to trust me again? Well, tell Jake the truth. Apologize for breaking his car, and you could even offer to buy him a new one. You also need to apologize for lying. So Jake might be mad and he might not trust you right away, but be honest with him and you might earn his trust again. So that's the key, is apologizing, saying you're sorry. And even if you did lie in the beginning, then you apologize and you say, look, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry, first of all, that I lied to you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings in that way, but I was scared and I felt bad and I didn't know what to do. So I'm sorry that I lied. And now I'm going to be honest. Yes, I accidentally broke your car. Can we please, still be friends? Or like, maybe I can make it up to you in some way. Okay. So your friends will be more likely to share their toys with you if they know that you are trustworthy and that you'll be honest with them. I like to play jokes on my friends. I tell them we're having a pop quiz when we don't. I pretend that I'm hurt. I tell them that there are snakes on the playground. But today I saw a hornet's nest at the park and my friends didn't believe me and Jack got stung. Why didn't my friends believe me? This happens a lot, I think. People tell little stories and they make up things or they exaggerate things. And sometimes that's not always a good thing. Playing jokes might seem fun, but telling lies makes it hard for others to trust you because then people don't know whether to believe you or not. It's kind of like the story of the boy who cried wolf, right? So when you tell stories that aren't true, your friends can't tell when you're playing a joke and when you're being serious and telling the truth. So when you told them about the hornet's nest, they thought you were joking. And now, like, your friends will trust you only if you start telling the truth. So they didn't trust you before. And then this star thing says, did you know, have you heard the story of the boy who cried wolf? It's about a shepherd boy who lies about a wolf attacking his sheep. And soon a real wolf appears, but no one in the town believes the boy because of his lies. To cry wolf means to lie about a danger. That's what we're talking about. That's why I mentioned that story. So it's fun to play and kind of be silly, but you can't make up and exaggerate things because then maybe somebody won't believe you when you're telling them the truth about a real danger that exists. Maddie and I had a sleepover last weekend. She left her pink shirt at my house. It's a really cute shirt, and I don't think she will miss it. Is it okay if I keep my friend's shirt? What do we think? No, a good friend would give the shirt back, right? Keeping Maddie's shirt would be like stealing it. That shirt might be one of Maddie's favorites and she might be looking for it. She'll be so happy when you give it back to her, right? So you should return the shirt. I mean, you can compliment her on it and tell her that you really liked it. Tell her you'd like to know where she got it so you could get one too, but you can't really keep it. That's not nice. Alrighty. Mary and I were playing in her room and we made a big mess. Her mom said she would take us to get ice cream after we cleaned up Mary's room. Mary said that we should just put everything under her bed. Is it okay to only pretend to clean up? No way. Mary's room might look clean if you hide everything under her bed, but Mary's mom will not like it if she knew that you did that. And eventually she'll probably find out, right? So it's not being honest to be rewarded for doing a job poorly. So be a good, trustworthy friend and a guest in someone else's home. Tell Mary that you should put everything away where it belongs. With two of you, the job will get done quicker and then you can really enjoy your ice cream, right? So that's kind of like knowing that like what your parents are asking you to do and following through with it is being reliable and trustworthy, and that you should do what they ask you to do and not lie or fake or pretend that you did it, especially if they're going to reward you. You want to feel good about getting the reward, so you want to do the right thing. Miss Strand keeps a collection of action figures on her desk. When I walked by it this morning, I took one. Miss Strand saw it was missing and asked if I knew who took it. I lied and I told her it was Dan. So now Dan has to miss recess. Oh boy, that wasn't a very nice thing to do, was it? Should I tell my teacher the truth? Yeah, being trustworthy means that telling the truth even if you get in trouble. So you need to be honest and you need to stand up for Dan, because it's not fair if Dan gets in trouble for doing something that he didn't even do, right? So even though it's hard, being honest is the best. So if you stand up for Dan, you might have to miss recess, but you'll feel better if you're honest. And Dan will feel better too, because he's not going to be in trouble for something he didn't do. So your teacher will appreciate that you tell her the truth. Even if you say, like, tell the lie in the beginning, which you shouldn't do, but even if you do and you feel bad about it, you can always go up to the teacher right before recess and say, I'm sorry, I didn't tell the truth before. I did take the action figure. It wasn't Dan, it was me. And then you would have to take the punishment. But it's always better to be honest and to come forward and tell the truth. During the spelling test, I didn't know one of the words. Peter sits next to me. He always gets all the words right. I know if I tried, I could see Peter's paper. Should I copy my classmate's test? Well, this is it's a tough one. No, it might seem easy to just copy Peter's paper, but it's not being honest. And being honest isn't always easy, but cheating is very, very wrong. And it'll make you feel bad. So keep your eyes on your own paper and try your best. If you can do the right thing, even when it's hard, you will earn the trust of those around you. Trustworthy people make the best friends. How can you show your friends that you're trustworthy? All right, so that gave us some little scenarios to think about. And hopefully you can continue to be trustworthy. And being trustworthy means you keep your promises, you do what you say you're going to do, you tell the truth, you're honest with your words and your actions, you keep private information private, and you have the courage to do what is right. And the bad things you don't want to do, you don't want to lie, cheat, steal, you don't want to say things that could hurt other people, and you don't want to do things that could hurt other people, and you don't want to trick anybody. So you try to do your best to be trustworthy.